is bad for business. Man, if you cannot check your emotions, bro, you gonna lose so much fucking money. You gonna trick yourself out of so many opportunities, bro. I'm telling you. So ego protects you, but it also hurts you at the same time. Being prideful, self-respect, confidence. Man, look, bro, you gotta check your ego when you, man, honestly, anything in life, you gotta be willing to check yourself sometimes. You gotta be willing to have that grown-up talk to check yourself, because sometimes there's been situations where there's multi-million dollars on the line, and if you and the seller get into a predicament, you got to know how to handle that. Like Stephen always say, shout out to my principal. Like Stephen always say, let them win a little bit. Let them let their ego win so you can get the deal. This is a chess move. So you have to understand ego can fucking hurt you. It can ruin you if you get too egotistic, man. So negotiating requires emotional control 100%. Man, 1000%. Perfect example. We're working on a large property deal, and one of the listing team leads on this multi-million dollar property deal. One of the agents kind of got a little he kind of got up he kind of got aside of himself a little bit. For me, I'm looking at it like a chess move. So at the same time, you got to know how to play these situations. This chess, this is a mental game. You're not going to trick me out of my position. I ain't got to. No, I sacrificed too much to get here. I'd rather you trick yourself out your position because you don't know mentally. Those in business, even in life, to be honest with you, if you cannot control your emotions, if you can't control how you feel, oh, bro. But over time, this is what I've learned: staying calm, not reacting emotionally, patience, strategy. You have to learn how to move correct. Understand, be aware. When you shout out to one of the books, The Art of Negotiations. That's a good book that taught me all these negotiation tactics, especially emotional tactics, especially mental tactics. Grant Cardone's Sell or Be Sold. You have to understand ego, check your emotions. Anger is a weakness, man. If you don't know how to control your anger, and you're talking to somebody that used to get angry all the time, I don't mind saying it because I'm highlighting myself to show y'all this is what I went through to build what you're looking at right now. If you emotional, reactive, impulsive decisions, you have a hard time communicating, you burn relationships. Oh, bro, hit the books. Hit the books. The answer there. That's bad for business. You can lose so much money. Shout out to the country boy. That was one of the things he did immediately. He had it in his hands. Dropped the ball. He wasn't ready. It's okay. It's okay. We ain't even bashing him. I'm just highlighting the situation. Humbling yourself. Oh my God, if you cannot humble yourself, life is going to be extremely hard. Extremely hard. You have to be vulnerable. Vulnerability is the thing that kept me alive in this business. Humbling myself enough to talk to these seasoned people to get the information. I remember when I first got to Menria. Shout out to all the seasoned people. The thing about seasoned people, they I'm trying to say it in a way that highlight them a little bit, but be truthful. Certain seasoned people, they talk to you the way they want to because they seasoned. For me, I'm just aware. So I'm sitting in the back room, I'm quiet, I ain't trying to say too much. I'm watching. And I see how they talk to certain people, not in a bad way, but You have to humble yourself to get the information. Perfect example. My first time working with Steven, I had brought some properties to the table that was like, you serious? Oh, my bad. I was looking at this like a wholesale. Try it again. Boom. All right, we got one under contract. Boom. Do it again. Got another one under contract. So you have to understand, humbling yourself is the key. Controlling your emotions is the key. Hit the books. Experience teaches you ego control 100%, man. Failed deals, lost, missed opportunities, bad reactions. Oh, yeah, they hurt, but it's going to teach you a lesson. And you can't let that lesson affect you mentally. You have to understand and look at this from a standpoint of, what do I need to learn from this? What is the lesson? Next time I need to make the best move. Emotional discipline creates power. It does. If you know how to control yourself, you know how to be patient, you know how to strategically think. Oh man, come on. The biggest lesson of your control, the biggest lesson, controlling your ego controls your outcome. 1,000%, bro. If you don't know, I'm still kind of how I move. But for me, I've been around this season people a little too long. So it's more like, you respect me, I respect you. Cool. Anything outside of that, draw the line. I ain't got time for it. So you have to understand, controlling your emotions is going to be the thing that gets you rich. Controlling your emotions is the thing that's going to build relationships. If you do not know how to control your emotions, or you do not know how to humble yourself, again, hit the fucking books. My bad. Hit the books. Educate yourself. Do your Googles, your research. See, most people, they hide from their weakness. For me, I lean into it. Shit, what I need to do, because I'm chasing this. So I need help. And especially when you're around a bunch of other people that's in my shoes as far as an entrepreneur, and we all have something similar as far as emotional problems, they start to help you get it together. So you have to understand, to better yourself, you got to be willing to be vulnerable. You got to be willing to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. If you can't do that, it's going to be difficult for you. And even if the reality didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, what did you learn from it? What was the lesson? Take notes, pay attention, keep it pushing. But all right, guys, I just wanted to do this video. This is a big one. Again, for you. So you gotta be willing to control them emotions, man. All right, guys, we out. Have a nice day. Bye.